Hi there, this is going to be the first of a series of videos on how to play the flute from the beginning. So today we're going to talk about how to get that first sound. Now you'll notice my flute here, I'm just going to take the head joint. So I remember back to grade 6 on my very first day of band, and the band director had all the flute players get their head joint, sent us out into the hallway and said, okay guys, go make a sound. And if you hyperventilate, breathe into a paper bag. And that was about it for instruction from the band director. One thing to keep in mind if you are starting out in band is often the band director is not a flute player. They might play saxophone or a trumpet or percussion, but it's very rare to find a band director who actually plays the flute. And if they do, they tend to have a very tight embouchure, which is the position of their mouth, because they're playing all the other band instruments too. What I've found is that the embouchure for flute is different from every other instrument. So let's talk about that. So you'll notice on the flute head joint, the blowhole, and also the lip plate. So you're going to be resting it on your lip about here. So not too high and not all the way at the lip line, but just kind of slightly above the lip line. And although you want the flute plate to rest firmly against there, you don't want to be pressing so hard that it becomes uncomfortable. So it rests right here. Now, another thing too is, some flute teachers, and I ran into a few of them when I was young, insisted that I blow in the middle. Well, here's the thing. I was never able to do that. And eventually, in my late teens, I ran into a teacher who said, well, of course you can't blow straight in the middle. You have a dip in your lip. So a lot of flute players are told you gotta play right in the middle, but it's just not possible depending on the shape of your lip. So if you have a dip between your lips like this, you might find that you actually get your best sound by blowing out the side here, not directly dead center. However, if you have more of a flat lip across the top here, then for you, playing in the center totally makes sense. What I would suggest is experiment. When you find the best quality sound, that is where you're supposed to have the flute head joint. Just a quick reminder, everything that I do is going to look backwards because I'm facing the camera, so you'll be pointing the flute the other way. But you'll notice that I do play off to the side. So the shape of the mouth I'm making is this. So it's not a smile like clarinets use, and it's not pursed like a trumpet player, like that. It's this. If you've ever tried blowing into a bottle to get a sound, it's similar. Okay. And then you're going to take a breath. The sound you want is crystal clear. If you can hear a lot of air and buzzing, probably the flute is not quite in the right spot for you. The other thing is you can try rolling the head joint out and back in. Again, depending on the shape of your lips, you're going to find that a certain spot is right for you, and it might not be the same as your friend who's also playing the flute. So you have to just experiment. It might be helpful to show you a little bit more close up exactly what I'm doing with my lips to get the sound. The air is going across the top of the hole more than pointing directly down as if it were a reed instrument like a clarinet or an oboe. So again, the air is going across. You want to make sure that you're not too tight with your lip muscles, and you want to make sure you're not shoving the flute against your lip, because that doesn't feel good. Then once you get the hang of that, you can start to have a little fun. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to comment if you have any questions or concerns, and be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be adding more videos on how to play the flute. Bye!